He has a mouth full of steel teeth and a face covered in scars. One look tells you he's not someone to mess with. But in prison, everybody wanted him dead. Some guys were so desperate to take him out, they were willing to leave with every bone in their body broken. He used to be an honest, ordinary man, but prison turned him into a demon. Later, he learned the truth. His own brother had been pulling the strings the whole time. He'd paid $20,000 to put a hit on him inside the prison. He couldn't believe it, and he made up his mind to stay alive long enough to ask his brother why. From that day on, he trained like his life depended on it. He got stronger and fought like a man with nothing to lose against every inmate who came to kill him. The more he fought, the more brutal he became, but his sentence kept getting longer, because every time a fight ended, he was always the last man standing. Eventually, he stopped caring about extra time. The guys who came after him just became sparring partners, and they made him even deadlier. Even the guards had to upgrade their gear. That was probably the only way they could drag the fully hardened monster he'd become into solitary. 3 years passed like that. When his mother finally saw him again, she could barely recognize her own son. He wanted to tell her that his brother was the reason he'd turned into this, but she spoke first. She told him she had terminal cancer and that his brother had been the one taking care of her. He could see the disappointment in her eyes, so he said nothing about his brother. Instead, he buried all that hate in his fists. 4 more years went by. Then the cop who had worked his case showed up again. 7 years earlier, all he had done was snatch a woman's purse. Even though that robbery indirectly led to the woman getting hit by a car and dying, the cop told him that if he gave up the man behind it all, his own brother, he would only serve time for robbery. But he kept his mouth shut. Now 7 years had passed, and the cop still couldn't understand why he was protecting his brother. Just as the cop was about to leave, he finally changed his mind. But he had one condition. He wanted to see his dying mother one more time. The cop agreed, but by the time he got to the hospital, all he found was his mother's cold body. In that moment, revenge was the only thing left in his mind. So on the way back to prison, he beat down the 2 guards escorting him. Before he settled things with his brother, everyone else involved was going to pay too. He tracked down his brother's bar. Most of his brother's crew were there, but he didn't make a move right away. He stood off to the side and listened as they talked about the demon who had taken out one of their own the night before. None of them realized that demon was standing right in front of them. As Kane listened to them describe what happened, he couldn't help laughing. That laugh drew over the gang's leader. Kane calmly retold the whole thing in detail, practically confessing to their faces that he was the one who killed the man.